All right, hello, Holly Holfeld's here with the Vinyasa Flow class to go towards my yoga teacher training certification. So please enjoy. It's a little dim in here. I can't get the lighting quite right at this time of day, so it's just gonna work though. It'll get lighter. Sun is rising. So come seated, let's face each other. Let's start in lotus pose and a lotus pose. You can be in half lotus here. And of course, if this is not available for you, just sit with easy cross-legged position. So half lotus is having one foot on the top of the opposite leg. Full lotus is where you wrap both feet over here. Now, my body doesn't love to be in full lotus though, so it's definitely a practice that you work into over some period of time. And that's different for everybody. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm timing our class here. I have it right here on my wrist. So let's close our eyes. Take some inhales and exhales. In a moment, we're going to bring our hands to our chest in prayer and mudra. And we're going to say a word. It's a mantra. It's a very easy mantra. And it's Om. And I always say Om brings you home because O-M is right in the middle of the word home. Om brings you home. So I want you to think of that anytime today. We're going to use this mantra, Om. Om brings you home, to bring you back to yourself. And it's really easy. I could go on a list of a whole bunch of other mantras, and maybe someday we will do some mantra yoga. It's like my favorite thing to do. But let's just start today with Om. Let's come home. All right, bring your hands to your heart. And we're going to inhale and exhale in between each of our 3 Oms. It helps to ground our energy a little bit. And again, just bring us closer to home. So we're going to inhale and exhale to begin, and then inhale for our first Om, and we will go from there. So let's do that. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to your first Om. Om. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to your second Om. Om. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to your third Om. Welcome to your class, and we like to dedicate this class in the beginning for the benefit of all beings, and that means yourself too, for the benefit of you too. Slowly open your eyes. Never forget that you are also part of all beings. So may this class benefit you and me and all beings. So just really easily here, I like to bring this, we're in this position here, so let's just take it into Baddha Konasana, and let's turn to face the front of our mats as we go into Baddha Konasana. This is bound angle pose. This is a really great one to just start warming up those hips. We're gonna work some of our other warm-up moves here in a minute, but let's go back and forth, and then just bring it forward and hold. And you can use your elbows to press out on your knees. Your feet can be closer to your pelvis or further away. Further away is a little bit less stretchy. It's just a different stretch, actually. Do what feels right for you, and then bring it back up. Sit really tall. Breathe in, and then exhale down again. All right. Sitting tall, let's come forward onto our hands and knees. We're gonna do Majriyasana. This is our cat and cow stretch, Majriyasana. So this first one, we inhale, we lift our head and our tail more up, our belly drops down. It's still supporting us though, so that means we're just having awareness of it, and then that way when we start moving our spine the other direction, and let this movement come from this base of your spine, okay? Start here, and then just let the rest of your spine follow into a nice cat stretch. Oh, feel how good that is. Exhale. Now we're gonna follow our breath. Inhale to cow. Again, let that movement start at the base of the spine, like a whip. The movement starts where you're holding the whip. I'm not sure if you've ever held a whip before. And then it ricochets back out to the tip. And that's what we're doing. Base of our spine, that's where our whip begins, and it's coming out through the tip of our head. All right, let's do another one here into cat. And then we're going to bring ourselves to a neutral position. And this I like to do, this is tiger. I like to get the word right. Vinyasa, I think that's how you say this tiger pose, Vinyasa. So this is again keeping with that mobility in the spine, but bring yourself to neutral first. And we're going to use the right leg. So it's going to come back up, and we're going to lift that head up just like we were in cow, and then bring it in, and the knee's going to come to the forehead, okay? And there we go, bringing it up, inhale, exhale down. Let's do 3 more. All right, make 1 more after this. Come down into that crunch position. You want to keep an awareness of your belly. And what that means, let's hold it here in this crunch position. That means we are bringing an awareness to our core. We're strengthening and tightening it to support our lower back. Now we're going to go up and hold it. Breathe in. Don't hold your breath. I might say hold the pose. Keep breathing. All right, bring it down. Let's go to the other side. Left leg up. Oh, and then bring it down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then we're going to hold this one down and in. And then all the way back up. Let's hold it up. Keep breathing. And resting them. All right. So now let's go ahead and we're going to come up into a downward dog. Oh, it feels so good to stretch. Now, this is the first movements of the morning for you. Go slow. You know, just sort of rock your feet back and forth. Take some breaths. Remember Om. Om. Okay, now let's get our hand position right. We want our palms spread so that we're putting equal weight in all areas of our hand, especially the webbing between our thumb and finger, that first finger. And then the feet are greater than hips distance apart. If we were coming narrower, we call the mountain pose. So this is downward dog position, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. All right, now let's look forward with an inhale. Come to your tippy toes and just step forward. And you're going to come into forward fold, Uttanasana. Let's go halfway up. You can use your hands on your shins to support yourself, or the fingertips on the floor. And this is Ardha Uttanasana. Come back down, just warming up that spine and also taking advantage of that stretching in the back of our legs. This time we're going to swan dive all the way up. So come on all the way up. Urdhva Vriksasana. So this is going to feel like little variations of a sun salutation as we flow through this, but we're just going to kind of keep adding on and maybe changing it and leaving things, and let's see what I can remember through the whole thing. I'm really excited about this. I love Vinyasa. So come all the way back up, kind of starting that sun salutation. Arms back, Urdhva Vriksasana, fold forward, Uttanasana. Halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. And then step back to Chaturanga Dandasana, right or left leg. And then up to, you can do Cobra, a little bit lower, okay, just to warm yourself up. Bhujangasana. And then we're gonna actually come back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Let's take a step forward. We're gonna just do that. That was just our one sun salutation. Half lift, forward fold, and then down. We're going to honor one full sun salutation. Arms up. All right, moving on. Hands to your chest. Breathe in. And exhale down. Halfway lift. And then step back. This time we're going to step back into, actually we'll take that vinyasa. Let's go through to Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog this time. And then back to downward facing dog. And here, we're going to stay here. And move on from here. So make sure you got that position really, really grounded, really stable. And then take the right leg up. And up for you might not be, all the way up here. Take it where you need to. If these are the first movements of your day, honor that, okay? So now we're gonna actually come through and we're gonna do, the knee that's up is gonna come to the right elbow and then go over to the left elbow and then go back up. Right, left, up. Awesome. Let's do the opposite. Left, right, up. All right, this time we're gonna bring that foot all the way through. And just warming up really slowly, put the knee down and come all the way up into Anjaneyasana. Yeah, now come back down. Send that leg back up again. And then down. Wash through Vinyasa. Left leg up. Now we're going to do that core activation. Again, we're going to have that left leg come to the left elbow, then right elbow, and then we'll reverse it. So first leg in, left elbow, right elbow, back up. Right elbow, left elbow, back up. And then this time, all the way through, but not to standing. We're going to put that right knee down, Anjaneyasana. Very good. All right, come back up. I like that leg to go right back up. Returning where we came. Downward dog. We're going to skip that vinyasa and just end sort of vinyasa and come right back up. So look forward, step up, half lift, and back down, and then all the way up. Hands to the chest. Let's move on again. Let's go arms up. And all the way down to Uttanasana, forward fold, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Back into your Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Then down to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Right leg out. So remember that core activation. Right leg, right elbow, then the left elbow, and then we reverse it. Here we go. Right elbow, left elbow, up. Left elbow, right elbow, up. And then we're going to bring it through, and this time we're going to stay. We're going to angle our back foot to go to Warrior One. We're going to rise on up. Virabhadrasana A. Now here what we're going to do on the next inhale and exhale, in, and then we're going to go to Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana. B. Now this one, your back leg spins flat instead of being at an angle, and the intersection of the front heel and the back arch is right where you're looking for. Look over your middle finger. Look back over your back middle finger so you can see if your arms are straight and at about the same height. And then spin yourself down. And let's take that foot back up. Come down. Here we go. Let's wash it through. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left leg up. Core activation again. Left leg, left arm. Here we go. Right arm back up. And the opposite way. Right, left, back up. And we're going to come pull it through. Set up for warrior one. Rise on up. Take some breaths. Remember your mantra. Om. Next exhalation, let's move it to warrior two. So you inhale. Exhale. Get your position. That might mean shifting around a little. That's okay. We didn't talk about it too much, but we want to have a right angle here with our leg so that your knee is over your ankle. And this could be, you know, you could be a work in progress. You know, it's something you just don't want it to be overextended. That's what we don't want. Be able to see your big toe. All right, now cartwheel down on your exhale. Leg back up. Send it down to downward dog. Take a moment, breathe. Look up. Step forward to Uttanasana. Or Ardha Uttanasana, sorry, halfway lift. And then we fall into that full forward fold. Rise on up. Down to the chest. Couple more flows like that. I'm going to do reverse warrior and going to maybe a warrior three. Get some balancing stuff in here. So let's start, let's pull our hands down. Exhale, bring your hands up to your chest. Inhale. All the way down to Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway up. Back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right leg, let's do that core activation. Right, left elbow. Left, right elbow. Up. And this time we're going to spin it straight into warrior two. All the way up. Did you like that? It's like a cartwheel on up. That took years. Don't worry about it. So get yourself into position. Make sure your front heel, that should be your right heel, is intersecting the back arch. All right. And as you breathe in, we're going to bring it to reverse warrior. So inhale. Now you're not leaning on your knee joint here. Your hand is just resting. Just resting. And then come back to warrior two. And here I'm going to teach you this second pose right here. Keep you in that warrior two a little bit longer. Side angle pose. So right arm goes on the top of that right leg, and you stretch over, opening up the left side. Now, if you'd like, you can also drop this down and really open up that left side and kind of get into that hip too. Now let's come down, shift back, toes of the left foot, right foot shoots up. Down, wash through Vinyasa. It's amazing how relieving a push-up can be in a Vinyasa after holding warrior two for a moment. All right, let's go to the left side. Left leg up. We're going to do that core activation. Left leg, left arm. Then the right arm. Here, left, right, up. Opposite way next time. Right, left, up. Awesome. Now step forward into warrior two. Cartwheel your arms up if you can, or just come to a standing and get yourself into proper warrior two position. Right angle here on your knee, look at your toe, check the arch, middle fingers in alignment with your drishti, your gaze. And then come back to a reverse warrior. Open it up on that left side of your front body. And then exhale over into side angle pose. And then you can come down. Let's see. And then after another exhale, bring yourself back to shooting that leg up, left leg up. And then down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Om. Let's breathe in and out. Another Om, breathe in. Om. All right, look up, step forward. Halfway lift. All right, bring yourself down. And then arms up. We have a couple more progressions with that flow. Let's keep going. Hands to the chest. Arms up. And down. Half lift. And step back into Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right leg up. We'll do that core activation the whole time. Right, left, you know it. Left, right, up. Coming into warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Alright. Inhale to reverse. Exhale to your side angle. You can even bring that one arm in front of you. Inhale to reverse. Little flow here. One more time. Exhale to side angle. Got your last reverse warrior. And cartwheel the arms all the way down. Shoot that right leg back up. And then come down into your Chaturanga. Flow into it. Take another push up here if you'd like. My body likes to do that, so it keeps trying to. So if you saw that, we'll do that again. It's just an additional going back to Chaturanga before we go up to downward dog. So Chaturanga, up dog. Chaturanga, down dog. We'll try that next time. So left leg up. Do that core activation here. Ready? Left, right elbow. Opposite way next. Right, left elbow. And then all the way up. And then into warrior two. All right, let's take an inhale to reverse. Exhale to side angle pose, a flowing side angle. Inhale to reverse. Exhale to a flowing side angle. Last reverse warrior here. And then we're going to cartwheel our hands down and bring that left leg back up. And then easy peasy down to downward dog. Breathe in and out. Let's breathe in and Om now. Om. Breathe in and out. On your next inhale, step forward. Ardha Uttanasana, half lifting. Uttanasana, full lifting, or full forward fold, I mean. And then all the way up. All right, one more variation. We got that flow one more time, okay? And this one, we're gonna get into our warrior three and standing split. So, Virabhadrasana 3, and then Urdhva Parisita Ekapadasana. Urdhva Parasita Ekapadasana, standing split. I don't think I'll remember that in that moment, but there it is. All right, hands to the chest, and then inhale all the way up. Flow down. Halfway lift. And then all the way back into Chaturanga Dandasana. We're going to take that extra push up here. So we go to upward facing dog, back down to Chaturanga Dandasana, and then Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Or I'm sorry, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward dog, I'm sorry. Leg up, right leg up. We're going to do right left elbow. And then we're going to do left right elbow. Up. And we head into warrior two. Reverse warrior. We only have this one time, guys, so get ready. We're going to come back to our reverse warrior. And then, actually, I think a better pose to go to would be half moon. Let's do half moon and not warrior three, because we can sort of cartwheel our hand down into half moon. So this is going to be if you haven't been into half moon before, you might want to start just like this. And you're going to put your hand on the ground and you'll raise your leg up, okay? So right leg, right hand on the ground, left leg up, and then eventually your left arm goes up and you look at the thumb, okay? So that's how you can work into the posture if you've never done it before. If you're back here where we were at in warrior two, this one is where you're coming into the side angle, into reverse, and then we use our momentum to cartwheel down and lift up. So it's a practice, guys. That did not happen for me or anybody else overnight. Nobody. All right, now we're actually going to go into a secondary position here. This was, let's see, half moon Ardha Chandrasana. So we're going to go standing splits. Urdhva Parasita Ekapadasana. And that takes us really easily just right out of that side. So now we have to rise up, and we're going to do the other side. Arms up. It begins just the same way. We're going to the left leg when we do that core activation. Half lift. Come on down. Let's do that vinyasa with that extra push-up if you'd like. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Chaturanga Dandasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then remember, we're going with the left leg up. Core activation, please. Left elbow, right, up, right, left, up. And then step it forward to warrior two. Vinyasa 2. Inhale back. Exhale, side angle. Inhale back. And then this is where we're going to go into that half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. Even with a little momentum, there's some strength involved. So if you can look up at that thumb and finish with the drishti, go ahead. That creates a little bit of balance and stability. So whatever you need to do. And then come over here to standing splits. What was that? Urdhva Parasita Ekapadasana. Urdhva Parasita Ekapadasana. And then step down, meeting in forward fold. We get to skip like the last half of that, huh? Halfway lift. Forward fold one more time. Just washing it away. And then all the way up. Hands to center. Take a sip of water. That was a nice little flow. We're done with that flow, which was wonderful. That's something that you can use in your own practice as a way to get variations away from that sun salutation. So we're gonna do a couple of different positions and postures. I'm still learning the names of all of them, so forgive me, I got my cards out here, but we'll go for it. So, you know, I always start in that position here at the top. So it might seem or feel like we're doing some of the same initial postures, but we're gonna move on to something else. So let's go ahead and stand here, just bringing ourselves into stillness for a moment. Just preparing for the second portion of this class. We're a little halfway over. Feeling what the first moves, what they open up in your body, how you're feeling your energy currents moving. Alright, let's raise our arms all the way up, outward, like we're tracing a nice rainbow arch with our hands. So all the way up, and then all the way down as we come down. Swan dive, they say. Halfway lift. And this time we're going to just step back into plank. Okay. Actually, I'm sorry, we're going to step back into downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. We did a lot of planks. We did a lot of chaturangas. I'll let you get away from doing some more of those right now. Except for we're going to take a little variation here, which is called side plank. So let's actually come to that full plank. And this is something that you, if you're on your knees here for plank, you can also start this by being on your knee. You would, for example, right knee down, left leg out. That's where we're going to go first. So from plank though, if you want to move your right hand more to the center of your mat and you tip your feet down, this is more the intermediate level, Vashisthasana. So breathe in, want a little bit more advanced level. Find your balance and take your leg up. All right, come down with control. Back up to downward dog. When down dog becomes a break. So let's go forward, and then we're going to move our left hand over, rotate to the side. And again, if you're in the first position here, you put the left knee down, take that foot back, and you can be over here. And then you can always, I'll get to the Vashisthasana through here, take your leg out, okay? You just build up that strength. The feet aren't stacked. I have them like, they're not stacked on top of each other. They're more front, heel to toe. Okay, and then if you feel stability on that bottom foot, you're on the blade of the foot, you come up. And bring it back down with control. And downward dog. Let's actually go to a child's pose for just a moment. And keep it as active, child's pose. So your arms up, stretching. And then move your palms so they face up. So move your arms, twist your arms. And then back up to downward dog. So I'm going to take you through, this one is called Wild Thing. And this is Kamatkarasana, Wild Thing. Come to down dog, and we're actually going to lift our right leg up. And this is going to be where we open up our hips. So let's start with a slow opener, like a mild opener, where you're just opening. So my belly is facing the back of the room, my hips are open, so instead of them being closed, they are open. And you might be able to look under the left armpit and see that right leg, that right foot. That's great, because what we're going to do is we're going to use this twisting energy to flip us over into Wild Thing. It's a trust fall. Know that the floor is there and it will catch you every single time, even if it's not as graceful as you would like. And just get up and do it again. That's a practice, it's a practice. So now we take that right hand back and leg comes up and then down. And let's rest for just a minute in child's pose. The big one on the wrist that's supporting you while you're in Wild Thing. Come back up. Left side, up to downward facing dog, please. And then lift that left leg up and just start with the opening of the hip. Gently opening the hip. Maybe looking under the right armpit to see the left foot. Say, hey, foot. And then we're going to keep our left hand down and the right hand comes up as we spin our body. And you catch yourself. You just do. And you spread your arms out and you just think, oh, this is the ecstasy of a yoga pose right here. And maybe you don't feel like you're at ecstasy, you feel like you're in agony. That's also part of the process. Turn over. It can be different for everybody every day. Leg down, child's pose. Keep it active. Flip the wrists over. Okay, come on up. Let's come back up to downward facing dog. I'm going to get in some stretching, some really wonderful stretching. That's part of yoga, right? So right leg up. Love bringing it up. Now this time, we're going to take it to lizard pose, which is where we're going to bring our right leg to the outside of our right hand, like this. Half the foot might be off of the mat. So this is Uttan Kristasana, lizard pose. Now, in traditional lizard, the leg, that left leg, is off of the floor, but I actually want you to bring it down because we're going to take it into a stretch. That's bringing your elbows down. If this is available for you, sometimes it's not when you bring that leg down, it's just too much to get into that inside of your right leg, so keep your hands on the floor, okay? But if you can come down to the elbows, please feel free. Now we're going to do a little stretching flow from here. So here we are, Ardha Hanumanasana. This is half splits. So we stay on our left knee and then we straighten our right leg. And we keep our support with our hands on either side of our right leg. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. You'll feel an intense stretch here on the right hamstring all the way behind the knee and into the calf. And you can vary that stretch a little bit, moving the foot just gently. All right, so let's come up. One last one on this side. You're actually going to scoot that right leg over. This is called pigeon pose. I have the card over there. Pigeon has quite a name to it. So let's see. Ekapada Rajakupatasana. Ekapada Rajakupatasana. Ekapada Rajakupatasana. Say that 5 times fast. Come on down. Now, if this is not available and you need to stay up a little bit, that's totally fine. Just when you're up, don't let your shoulders like go into your ears. Keep yourself really extended. Okay, or you can come down, or you can even come down further and like lay on the backs of your hands. Now, if the stretch is just way too much, sometimes it can help to put a pillow right here in this area. And then that way you're not going quite so deep. You can put a block. Blocks are kind of hard. Not everyone has blocks. Lots of people have pillows. All right, and now we're going to take ourselves out of this. And if you can, right back up with that leg up. Starting, finishing where we started. And then we have the other side, okay? So left leg up. First we go into lizard. So left foot goes outside of the left hand. Left foot, left hand, stay on the same side. All right, drop that back knee down, and then if you feel you can get that range of motion working for you right here, go down. All right, come back up. We've got one more. We've got that. Oh, wait, sorry, we have Hanumanasana. 2 more. Hanumanasana. Come back and do Ardha Hanumanasana, the half split. Hanuman is one of my favorite character gods, servants and devotees of Ram in the Hindu pantheon. He's a servant of Ram. So we say, body stronger, serve longer. And that's a great dedication for your yoga class. Body stronger, serve longer. Who are you serving? Maybe you're not serving Ram directly. Maybe you're serving your family. Maybe you are serving an organization. Body stronger, serve longer. Pigeon right here. So come on down if you can. Alright, we want to begin where we started. So rise up slowly, get your hands in a stable place, tuck the toes on the right leg, and shoot that left leg up. And then let's end with one final washing through Vinyasa. Right here, Chaturanga, with that extra push-up if you like. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Chaturanga Dandasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana. We're just going to take one, like reclined, sort of a really gentle recline. Bridge pose, it's called Setu Bandhasana. This will help us get ourselves into Shavasana. So lay back. So you want to have your feet, the heels, so you can like touch the tips of your fingers to your heels. This is a great starting point. You don't have a mirror to see. And so we're going to keep our core contracted, kind of seal it in, and then lift up in the hips. And we're going to work our elbows under so we can clasp our hands. So it creates quite a curve in our upper body because our shoulders are working their way under. Keep your legs together, don't let them splay out. And we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring it down. Do that one more time. So again, line it on up, pull the legs up, start working those shoulders under, clasp your hands, do it in the opposite one that feels weird when you're clasping the hand, the other thumb on top. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it down. And I have to do just one. I have to do a spinal twist. So I like to do it with one leg straight and the other leg up. So we're going to start with that right leg, bringing it in. And we're going to bring, using the left hand to guide it over to the left side. Your right arm will go flat and you'll look towards it to the right side. So we're wringing everything out. And pull it back. Right leg down, left leg comes up. And pull it all the way over with the right hand, guiding the left leg, and then left arm goes out and look towards your left hand on the left side. Alright, and then take it back. And then I like to do an Andabalasana also here at the end, because who doesn't want to be a happy baby at the end of a yoga class? So we're going to take this joyful, happy baby, blissful baby. Ananda actually means bliss. Ananda Balasana. Alright. And then take it all the way down. And just lie down in Shavasana, final resting pose. Palms up, the legs very relaxed, the feet will fall open. Just really bringing relaxation to every single muscle of your body. Letting the sound wash over you. Like water. Don't skip on your Shavasana. It's one of the most important yoga poses, the teachers always say. And for so long, I just wanted to jump up and leave. It was so hard to relax and release and let go. And to take in all the goodness from the practice, the postures, the movements that our body has just made. And just enjoy the quiet. And if you need to keep your mind here at home, just say Om. Breathe in. And on the exhale, think Om. And then follow your breath in. And in your mind, say Om. Now let's go ahead and bring some movement into our toes and our legs and our fingers. Very beginning class, we went in Baddha Konasana. Now we're in Supta Baddha Konasana. If you bring the soles of your feet together.
Here's what I found.
And then arms above your head. You have 2 diamonds made with your body. And then roll over, closing, like you're folding those 2 diamonds in half. And then coming to a fetal position here on your right side. And then push yourself up with your left hand. And then turn yourself to face each other. And if we started in lotus or half lotus, choose the other side. If you're just in easy cross-legged position, return there. What feels good for you? Maybe lotus feels good. Half lotus feels better right now. And then we're going to put our hands in Dhyana Mudra. This is with our thumb and our finger, our pointer finger touching and just resting up, really receiving here as we sit in meditation for just a moment. Breathing in and then thinking Om on the way out. And then we will once again return where we started. We'll bring our hands to prayer mudra here. Anahata chakra, our heart chakra. And really tune into the energy that we, of the invocation in the beginning where we said this practice would benefit all beings and ourselves included. Yourself and myself and all beings included. So feel that in your heart. And we're going to end again with our 3 Oms. So inhale and exhale first. Inhale to Om. Inhale again. Exhale. Inhale the Om. Inhale, exhale. Inhale for the final Om. Inhale and exhale again. Grounding that last chant in your body, in your soul, taking you home. Thank you for your practice. Namaste.